Hey guys, welcome to the video. In this video, we are going to look upon the addressing modes of 8051 microcontroller. Before that, what are microcontrollers without programs? Yeah, they are nothing. Now, what are programs? Programs are executable softwares through which we give instruction to the controller here. We can give the data and source address or destination address through different ways in the programs. These are called addressing modes. That is, addressing modes are the ways by which we specify the data sources or addresses in the instruction. Now we have 6 types of addressing modes in 8051. They are immediate addressing mode, direct addressing mode, register addressing mode, register indirect addressing mode, and register specific addressing mode, and the last one is index addressing mode. Immediate addressing mode. As the name suggests, we give the data immediately in the instruction itself. Here are the examples of these. And also we use the asterisk symbol for giving the immediate data. Now in this instruction, move A, asterisk 52H, the data is 52H. We need to copy the data directly to the accumulator. So the immediate data 52H will be copied to the accumulator by this instruction. And the next one is move RI, asterisk 33H. We know that 8051 has 4 register banks, each of which contains 8 registers from R0 to R7. And so this I denotes the value from 0 to 7. Now if we consider move R3, asterisk 33H, then the R3 register of the selected register bank will get the value 33H. And now the next one is move DPTR, asterisk AF00H. DPTR is the data pointer which points the external memory location, external data memory location. Now on giving this data to DPTR, DPTR points this address of the external memory location. Okay, the next addressing mode is direct addressing mode. In direct addressing mode, the source or destination address is specified in the instruction directly. Here we have the examples. Move A, 50H. 50H is an address here. If asterisk is used before this 50H, then this will act as a data. Now, without an asterisk, this is an address. So, the data in the address 50H will be copied to the accumulator, and the next instruction is move RI, 42H. Before this, we have to select a register bank. If we did not select the register bank, by default, the register bank 0 will be in the accessing mode. Now, on giving the instruction move, let us take R7. Move R7, 42H. The data in the address 42H will be moved to the register R7 of the selected register bank. And the next instruction is add A, 51H. Now here the data in the accumulator will be added with the data of the address 51H, and the result will be stored in the accumulator. And the next instruction is move 80H, RI. Here we are using the address as the destination, that is, the data in the register will be copied to this address. And the next addressing mode is register addressing mode. Here by this addressing mode we can assess the working registers. We have examples like move A, RI. Through this we are assessing the register of the selected register bank. In this, by this instruction, the data of the register RI will be copied to the accumulator, and the next instruction will add the data of the accumulator to the data of the register RI and stores the result in the accumulator. And the next one is here we are using the register as the destination one. So the data of the accumulator will be copied to this register. And in this addressing mode, we cannot use instructions like move ri comma rg, that is move data from one register to another register. For this operation, we can follow the way in which we give the name of the register directly in source or destination. Then we can give the addresses like 05H. Now 05H denotes the R6 register of the register bank 0. Now the data in this register R6 of register bank 0 will be copied to the register R7 of register bank 0. If any other register bank like 1, 2 and 3 has been selected, then this instruction will be invalid, since we have used the address 05H and this is the address of the register bank 0. So we cannot use this instruction if any other register banks are selected. And the next addressing mode is register indirect addressing mode. In this addressing mode, we can access both the internal and external addresses. But in direct addressing mode, we can access only the internal addresses. Here we will be using registers for storing source or destination addresses, and also add symbol is used in this addressing mode. We have examples like move a comma at ri. This instruction denotes that ri is a register which contains an address, and that address will have a data in it. That data must be copied to the accumulator. And in the next instruction we have used the register as the destination one. That is, the data of the address 80H will be copied to the address that is stored in this register. And now tell me what the third instruction does. Yes. This register Ri will have an address, and the data of that address will be added to the data of the accumulator, and the result will be stored in the accumulator. The next one is register specific addressing mode. In this addressing mode, there will be single operand, and these will work on specific registers like accumulator or DPTR, etc. We have instructions like RLA. This instruction is rotate left accumulator. This will rotate the contents of the accumulator in left. And the next one is swap A. This instruction swap the nibbles of the accumulator. We have other instructions like complement A, and in this addressing mode, that will complement the contents of the accumulator. And the last addressing mode is indexed addressing mode. In this addressing mode, only program memory can be accessed, that is ROM only, and we have index registers either as DPTR or program counter. And destination operand in this addressing mode is always A register. Here we have the examples move C A comma at A plus DPTR. Here the C in the instruction refers to the code byte. In this instruction, let us assume that A holds 30H and the data pointer has the value of 1125H. Now the sum of this will be 1155H, and this is the address of program memory, and the contents of this location will be copied to the accumulator, and the similar thing will be happen in the next instruction. Now let us summarize this. We have immediate addressing mode. In this the data is given directly in the instruction. And the next one is direct addressing mode. Here an address will be given, the data of the address will be copied or used in the execution. And the next one is register addressing mode. Here we will access the registers, working registers, and the data of the register will be moved or used in the execution, other executions. And the next one is register indirect addressing mode. In this, the registers contain the address, the data in that address will be moved to accumulator, or we can use that in other executions. Register specific addressing mode. Here we can only use specific registers like accumulator or DPTR, and single operand can be used in this. And the next one is index addressing mode, and only program memory can be accessed in this, and either the DPTR or PC can be used as an index register in this. Okay, now these are all about addressing modes of 8051. Okay, bye guys, let's meet up in the next video.